Hello, everyone. Today, we have a very special session and very beautiful words that you are going to listen to. You are not going to listen to me, but you are going to listen to someone else who came to tell us about his love. About someone who is very dear to him. I want all of you to listen to him carefully, what he is going to say, and at the same time practice your English with him because he is an American speaker. So, take your notebook and your pen. Listen carefully. Try to write down new terms and build your own dictionary, because this will make you good in English language. And of course, we have some questions after listening to our guest of today. Okay? He is going to speak slowly, sentence by sentence, for you to understand. So, please, your attention.
She was a beautiful woman. Her eyes were warm like sunny days, and her smile could make even the saddest days feel better. Her appearance was not the only thing that made her unique, but she represented all the good things in the world. She was mine, you know. I loved her deeply. She was more lovable than words can express. She was always in my life, and she meant everything to me. I couldn't stop thinking about her. My heart, mind, and soul were all filled with her presence. The story I want to tell you is about one time when she showed me how life can be beautiful, even when things are difficult. It was a stormy night. A night when the sky was angry. It was raining heavily, and the sound of thunder was scary. I was 16 years old at that time, scared by the strong storm. But she knew how to make fear disappear. She came to me, and I felt better instantly. She hugged me tightly and spoke calming words. Her voice was like a gentle wind, and suddenly the storm didn't seem so scary anymore. After her hug, I felt safe and loved. It seemed like nothing else in the world was important. Just this feeling of love and kindness. The storm, which was scary before, became quieter and went far away. You know, for me, she meant everything. During dark times, she was the light. When fire burned my heart, she was the snow. When I found myself in a war with life, she was the peace. And in my happiest moments, she was the happiness itself. When I think about that night, I understand that she was like my guiding star, my safe place when things were bad, my candle in the dark. It is as if God created only her in this life. like she was love and kindness in human form. I have to say it. I cannot. I cannot remember a time when I loved anyone more than her. Her scent takes me to a peaceful and happy place. Her smile shows me the beautiful part of this often hard life. When she touches my hand, I know that I'm not alone, even in frightening situations. Her words, like melodies, fly me up higher than I ever imagined. I wish her the most wonderful eternal life that has no end. The end. Oh, sorry. I almost forgot to tell you her name. Her name is Mercy. She is my mother. The end.
Wow! What a wonderful speech. And what a surprise at the end. What do you think, guys? Did you already know he was speaking about his mother? Or did you get surprised too? I hope you liked his words as I did. Now let's see some questions about the story. So, we start with comprehension. Let's see what we have understood from our guest's speech. The first question is, how could the mother make her son feel safe on the stormy night? How could the mother make her son feel safe on the stormy night? The second question is, during dark times, what did his mother represent for him? During dark times, what did his mother represent for him? If you didn't understand this question, it means, what was his mother for him at the dark time? Of course, the answers are all in the text. The third question is, which sentence in the text proves that son cared only about his mother and ignored everything else? Which sentence in the text proves that son cared only about his mother and ignored everything else? Now let's move to some simple questions in vocabulary. Please try to answer these questions before we give the answers next time, inshallah. The first question is, give the synonyms of the following words. Word number 1, battle. This is a noun. Word number 2, confess. This is a verb. Word number 3, frightening. This is an adjective. The second question is, give the opposites of the following words. Word number 1, ugly. This is an adjective. Word number 2, cold. This is an adjective too. Word number 3, frown. This is a noun, and it can be a verb too. But in our text, its opposite is a noun. Now, let's answer the questions of the previous story. Rich mom, poor mom. I hope all of you could enjoy the story of Rich Mom, Poor Mom and answered its questions, and I hope it was useful for everyone who listened to it. So, let's start with the section of comprehension. The first question was, in which location in the world has this story happened? The answer, in New York, USA. The second question was, what is the reason that made Agatha ignored her family? The answer: her selfishness and her obsession with parties in nightclubs. The third question was, how was the end of poor Mom, Regina, and her children? The answer: it was a happy end with the new social situation. The fourth question was, instead of calling her poor Mom, what can we call Regina at the end of the story? The answer: rich Mom. Now, let's move to the section of vocabulary. The first question was, give the synonyms of the following words. 1. Look after. The answer: take care. 2. Tough. The answer: difficult. 3. Trip. The answer: journey. The second question was, give the opposites of the following words. 1. Happy. The answer: sad. 2. Ignore. The answer: care. 3. Rich. The answer: poor. Thank you all for your attention. We are going to make more important lessons every time, and with focus and practice, you will see the difference in your skills. Your English will get better more and more by time. Take care of yourself and see you next, inshallah.